Assertiveness. The masculine essence that is embodied has the ability to stand for something. When you stand for something, then you have certain ethics, certain morals, certain values. And from these, you direct your actions in an intentional way. You are assertive. Your assertiveness can be felt from everyone around you. When you are assertive, you know what you're here for. You know where you're going. Even though that it might not be 100% clear, you have a certain direction that can be felt. You can feel it and others can feel it. What is the opposite then to assertiveness? I would say that it is dilutedness. Are you diluted? Do you dilute your energy? Do you have diluted values, morals, and ethics? Do you mix up what you stand for with someone else's? Are you able to be open-minded and, receive feedback to strengthen your assertiveness? Or are you open to the degree that you let yourself be completely diluted by what someone else says, what someone else thinks, wavering you off your assertiveness? Assertiveness is like a muscle. You can actually develop your sense of assertiveness. Your assertiveness can be strengthened through you committing and recommitting to your values, to your morals, to your ethics. Assertiveness also means that you have a sense of energy, a sense of force applied to something, right? You are assertive. And with that sense of energy being directed in that certain direction, your assertiveness will come off to other people. So, assertiveness. It is a healthy way, too, of communicating, right? It's the ability also to speak up. To speak up for yourself in a way that is honest and that is respectful. So when you are assertive, you are not saying something based on what you think that you should say, or you're not filtering yourself to the point where you are people-pleasing. And you are certainly not saying something in order to manipulate them into your way of seeing things. You're simply being honest and respectful with what it is that you think as of right now. And every day, we are in situations, right, where being assertive can really help us and assist us in living more aligned lives. Like, for instance, asking someone for a date, approaching a teacher with a question, or doing well on a project of yours. It takes a certain amount of assertiveness to ascend in life, to grow through life, to go from here to there. Because if you're diluted, if you are directionless, and if you are not in contact with what it is that you truly desire, of course you're going to be left out in the wide open. So, one of the most sexy qualities for a woman is to feel that her man is assertive, to feel that the man is self-assured and confident without being prideful and without being aggressive. So, being assertive does not equal to you being aggressive, to you being prideful, to you being egocentric, because that bridges off into narcissism. A healthy degree of narcissism can help you be assertive, but when it goes to the degree where your ego takes over and it's your way, right? Always and forever. What is the saying? It's your way or the highway. If you get to that place, then that is destructive. That is disempowered masculine, dysfunctional masculine. It's not helpful to be aggressive about something in order to defend a right point of view or a relevant statement. You can stand for something and let go of the need to be right. Let go of the need to prove wrong. And still offer your perspective and stand for it. So what does that sound like? What does that look like? What does that feel like? Well, it might sound like you offering a perspective from the place of authentic honesty and transparency about where you're at, with a sense of respect for the other person's point of view. So you might be like, thank you so much for offering your perspective here. This is what I stand for, and I stand for this because I value X, Y, and Z. Would you be willing to meet me there? You see what I'm doing there is I'm respecting you. I'm honoring your world and your point of view. I'm offering also my point of view, and I'm offering to support my point of view with my values. And then I'm asking a request for you to meet me there. That is a sense of negotiation, a sense of assertiveness. So, being assertive, what does it mean if we kind of like boil it down? Again, it means that you stand for something and you back it up with your values, your morals, your ethics. And this is now more than ever important because there are so much diluted BS going on. So, to be assertive actually increases your self-esteem. It also earns other people's respect for you. It is a win-win situation as well because you get to offer your point of view and others get to give their own. And it also actually reduces anxiety and stress because imagine if you think something and if you stand for something and you don't say it, you just let it fester. That is not healthy. So let's say in a relationship, you as a man with your masculine essence and assertiveness, notice that the feminine is kind of off balance a bit. Then you can be assertive there and you can literally ask her where she's at and literally just offer your observation and do it in a respectful and supportive way. Being like, I really notice that there's a shift in your energy, right? You just say that and say, I would love to support you here. How might I support you right now? That is assertiveness. Because you're then standing for something. You're standing for the value of support. I would love to empower more men in claiming their assertiveness. So you can go to bloombeyond.com/apply to join the Bloom Beyond tribe, which is a group for others on the same path of really, truly coming back to their assertiveness, blooming beyond perfectionism, right? Overcoming this need to prove yourself, which assertiveness is not about proving. It's about merely knowing thyself. And in order to know thyself, you need to overcome perfectionism and overcome what you think that you should be or should say or should embody so that you get to understand what your values are, what your morals are, what your ethics are. This is what we cover in the Bloom Beyond Perfectionism program in the root season. We cover values. We go deep into values and how to shift those to come back to your own foundational values in which you can be assertive from. There's no tree being built. There's no strength in that tree if there's no foundation. And the foundations will always be your values. So I can support you with this within the Bloom Beyond tribe and also within the paid programs. So you can get a free monthly cohort in there. Go to bloombeyond.com/apply to apply, and I will see you on the other side. Stay bright, brave, and balanced.